Hello Taurus, my name is Tanya and I'm going to be doing a reading for you for the month of November 2023. This is going to be from Taurus Sun, Moon, or Rising, possibly some Venus too, for whatever reason they want me to throw that in there. I do read the cards intuitively and then I leverage any meanings in there, or I use that to help tie the information or clarify it. But I'm primarily led by the information that comes from my guides via the cards and just what I hear or see. So let's see what we have for Taurus for November. Okay, here we go. Cards are upside down. We have the Chariot, Six of Pentacles, the Moon, King of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So just give me a moment to see what I'm feeling in an overall message. Almost feels a little bit, so there's some quick moving energy, but it feels like there's a little bit of unveiling of the past, secrets of the past coming to light. And what you learn inspires you or helps lead you or give you confidence in a decision that you need to make. Okay, so let's see what else comes out as we go through each of the cards here. The Chariot is a major arcana card. There's something very heartfelt in this one, so there's some quick moving thing that's going on, because chariots are about making decisions or taking charge of your life, and it's a movement. It's a chariot. So taking charge and picking the direction you want to go. Trusting yourself, trusting your heart in this decision that you're making. Making sure you're following your heart and over your head. Try not to let logic get in the way of this decision. Okay. It feels like you have more than two choices. You have multiple choices here, or directions that you could go. So it's really, really important that you tap in to that heart energy when you're making this decision, or when you're deciding who you're going to work with or who you're going to move on with. So make sure you're doing that, connecting to that heart energy. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about a give and take of energy, give and take of resources. There needs to be an exchange or balance on both sides, is what I'm getting here, and that might be part of what this decision here is, or the direction you go leads to this, where you're both getting something out of the situation or out of the agreement. There is it's like you can't have one without the other situation. So there's it's like it's a difficult choice, so there may be some pain or something involved. It's not exactly the way you want to go, but it feels like the right way to go kind of energy. Because this other person or this situation may aggravate you in some way, but it ultimately benefits you. There is this symbiosis, this yin-yang type energy. It's not quite, no, it's kind of yin-yang, but it is this give and take. Each side has to give up something and each side gains something, which is, again, why it's very important to focus on that heart energy when you're looking into this and making this decision. And then we have the Moon. And it could be part of what you're doing. No, that's different. The Moon can be about secrets, about hidden things, things that you would normally only be able to see under the light of a moon, the full moon, or under moonlight. Think of a black light too. Things that look perfectly fine and clean in the light of day with all the lights on, and then you turn off the light and turn on the black light, and now you can see all the lint everywhere. That kind of thing. So something's not as clean as it looks. Something isn't as good as it looks. There we go. And you're going to uncover that through this process here. Once you make this decision, some things will come to light. You'll be able to see what parts need to be cleaned up. Okay, that's where we're going. There's some cleanup that has to be done that you weren't able to see before because you were so caught up in all this chatter going around you before. All these people who had those opinions and ideas. Once you're able to focus, you can really hone in on what needs to happen and then clear out the grime, clear out the stuff that doesn't feel good, if that makes sense. And just make things streamlined and more efficient is what's coming to head. Doing that, because now it's essentially clearing your focus, clearing all the it's just making it all shiny, new, very, again, clear. It's a clear path. You're able to clear a path. It's coming together. You're able to clear a path, and that gives you a very high level of confidence now in what's going on here with the King of Wands. Wands are fire element. They're very fiery, passionate, creative, very action-oriented, making quick decisions, and never second-guessing themselves, especially the King of Wands. It's the top of the chain here. So he has all this experience. He is very confident in his skills, and he's not afraid to go for it. Even if it's not something maybe he's done before, he has no problem doing it and figuring it out as he goes along. It's kind of the energy here. Now that you know you can see the forest for the trees, you can feel confident and step into your power here and move forward into this Two of Swords here, which is again another decision. Now this one is more, again, no, this is just reinforcing what came up here. The Two of Swords are about our intellect, about decisions, about, well, twos in general are kind of about decisions or choices. Swords are about our intellect, logic, and communication. The Two of Swords is about making a decision. And the key point in this case is there isn't a wrong decision, so you need to set aside logic in order to make that decision. Again, going back to looking inward and to feel into it more instead of think into it too logically, because they're coming out even on the pros and cons lists, right? There isn't one that's worse than the other. There isn't one that's better than the other. It's just up to you and which one feels right for you. Which is back here, the same thing that we're getting here with the Chariot. So this is just reinforcing it. The Chariot, because this is a major arcana card, this is like a bigger life theme and this applies to more than one single area of your life. This here is a little bit more day-to-day decisions. So this might be something that's a more kind of routine decision, something that could have an impact in a specific area of your life, but not necessarily impact all areas of your life. Let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck. The Seven of Pentacles. Time to reassess. You have a lot of this energy here where you need to just, the overall theme of it seems to be that they want you to take time to stop and reassess, evaluate where you're at, what you're doing, who you're doing things with, and where you want to go next. Do you want to keep the same path? Like I said, multiple choices. Do you want to keep moving on the same path and the same patterns? Do you want to make this choice, which opens up these options for you? Do you want to, like, if we're thinking about this from a farming perspective, because I'm not able to think of it from the spider perspective at the moment. How are the crops doing? Are they failing? If they're failing, what do you need to do? Do you need to water them more? Do you need to do less water? Do you need to uproot them and start over and do a replanting? Or do you need to harvest them? Are they doing fine and you need multiple choices, multiple options? It's time to take an assessment to see what the next step should be. And take time to make that assessment. Take time. Don't just ignore it, or don't be glib about it. This needs to be an intentional decision, going in with full awareness and really feeling into it and trusting yourself in that area. Let's see what the oracle cards have for Taurus. Oh, and this is even a bull. That's Taurus, you. So there, yeah, you have there's someone who may annoy you a bit, or some aspect of the situation, of one of the possibilities that might annoy you a little bit, but it still feels like it's the right option. Yeah. Not necessarily an easy choice, right? Guess we're going with lower world. Okay. So I'm going to read this, or tell you what I'm getting intuitively off this card, and then I'm going to read what it says in the book for the first paragraph for the card. This is the lower world. So this is a little bit about the lower world. Okay, what's coming to me right now is it's a little bit about some shadow work, about looking into our own, what lights up in the dark on your own soul, on your own psyche. If you were to turn off the lights, what parts would shine and show up under the light of the moon? How do you feel about those? Where do you want to address them? What stands out the most? What's calling your attention the most? That's the same. I mean, it even applies here. You're getting this repeated theme of it. You need to look inward. You need to go with your intuition and your heart. But also look within for some of your answers. Shine light in your own darkness. Okay, so now let me see what the book has for card 31, which is a card of 4. It reduces down to a 4, which is all about stability. And is 4 the heart chakra? I bet it is. Right? We have the root, sacral, solar, heart. The 4th chakra. Really, really need to dig into that and really leverage that part of yourself. Okay, let's see. 31, the lower world, the essence here. The lower world holds the hidden treasures of humanity. It is a place of rich and fruitful darkness where we can find the disowned parts of ourselves and the abandoned aspects of our psyches. The lower world is the place of our ancestors, where we discover the gifts and lessons from the past. It is the realm of the collective unconscious. Here we can meet our demons and transform them into pure energy, our source of personal power. That's an incredible message. That's what I have for Taurus. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and please subscribe and help my channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.